Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzyme. Visit www.biomadrxsupplements.com.
Gold label quality Biomed RX CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate free, gluten free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Hi, this is Devin Lockett, the president of JobSite Route. As the son of a general contractor, I know how difficult it can be to get good food on the job site. And letting your construction workers leave the job site to buy lunch just takes valuable time away from them being on the site. I've developed an app and a program that will bring a steady stream of food trucks to your job sites every month for the low price of only $100 per month per site. That comes up to about $3 per day to have a steady stream of food trucks coming to your job sites all day, every working day. You can also contact the food trucks ahead of time and pre-order your food from the menu on our app. This saves valuable time for your construction workers and for you. It also sends a variety of delicious food served on Southern California food trucks to your job sites all day. When you think about it, it only makes sense to join the JobSite Route Network. All right. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Have a little bit to talk about today. I actually want to talk about artificial intelligence.
I have a monster computer here at my desk, and I have a local installation of Stable Diffusion, and it's the first version of Stable Diffusion. That's very important. That's an important fact because I can create whatever I want with with this version of Stable Diffusion, and it really bothers me to see the digital divide widening, right? It does, especially at a time right now when the artificial intelligence is empowering those who understand technology to a level that you're just going to completely surpass anyone who does not understand this technology. Now, instead of being afraid of artificial intelligence, I believe we should embrace it, and I believe we should really stay on top of the wave while it's here. AI is not going to take away people's jobs, but people who understand how to properly prompt AI are going to take jobs away from those who don't. I've personally used Stable Diffusion, but I'm not even good with Stable Diffusion. I've used ChatGPT, for example, already to literally create thousands of web pages. I have literally been able to replace probably 100 very intelligent employees, not just minimum wage people. I'm talking about people who have to be able to understand how to do things and how to do them in HTML and how to optimize. And it works, okay? Web pages optimized by ChatGPT work, right? They really do. So today, I want to go over the use of Stable Diffusion, okay? So let's make this transition here. All right. So now you can see I have a local installation of Stable Diffusion on my computer. And let me straighten it up so that you get to see it all, or as much as possible. Okay. Now, AI is about prompts, right? It's about making prompts. It's about writing prompts. So obviously you have to have a command of English or whatever language that you're speaking to your AI setup with, right? One good way to start is, and I'm going to go over a lot, okay? This is going to be a lot. These are going to be a lot of videos where I talk about AI. But one good way to start is to go to Lexica, right? Lexica.art. Lexica is a good website that shows you AI prompts, and I don't know if all of the AI prompts are actually correct, but you work with images. There are ways to work with images, and that's what I'm trying to teach now. There are different ways to work with images once you have a basis for something, right? So let's just say, I don't know, if I liked a particular image, I might click on it and I might want it to be done in a certain style. I like the artistic language. Being a visual artist myself, I like the artistic language. And AI or Stable Diffusion does know how to interpret the work of many different artists, right? But let's just say you like this image, right? So you click on this and you look at all of the prompts that it took to create it, right? This is a nice evil cybernetic Spider-Man as a Mortal Kombat character, highly detailed and realistic. I've gotten a little experience with writing prompts myself. So let's just write one raw, right? Let's say, I don't know, 4D 8K image of realistic image of, I don't know, let's say Joe Biden standing in front of a mirror putting on clown makeup. You know, I had to go there. With Xi Jinping standing behind him. Yeah, I'm going deep. Okay, so now you have to also write negative prompts, right? So you have to tell it what not to do. One of the first things you have to say is, too many fingers. I don't know why. Stable Diffusion has a problem making hands properly and fingers, but you have to really, really stress that. Too many fingers, distorted hands, distorted body parts, unrecognizable faces. Yep. And then for the images, once you tell, we'll go back to the positive prompt. Once you tell it what you want, you can do stuff like hyper realism, photorealistic, high contrast, vivid colors, art station. And you'll find that saying art station is helpful. And you could also say trending on art station, right? Or you could mention the names of certain artists, you know, Salvador Dali, whatever, and just see what you get. So we're starting off with the photorealism checkpoint. Okay, I have photorealism, I have model, I have instruct pics to pic, pics to pics, PIX, pics to pics, and animate, right? But we're going to start off with photorealism because I want it to be photorealistic. 20 sampling steps is good. Let's start with a batch count of 5 and a batch size of 2. So we're going to end up with 10 images. So it's going to take a little while, right? So I can keep you guys entertained with sounds and, you know, while you're waiting. And generate. Maybe we can come up with something a little funkier than that. There we go. A little something to listen to while we're waiting for it to do its thing, you know? All right, now it's kind of confusing when you put two characters. So you're going to get some. You have to know how to prompt, and prompting is an art, and really, it's kind of hit or miss, and it's going to create all kind of stupid interpretations of what you said until you come up with something rather interesting. So since I mentioned both Joe Biden and Xi Jinping, as you can see, they're doing a pretty good job. I mean, the look is kind of accurate. Kind of looks like Joe with clown makeup on, and it did say, a recognizable face. That's kind of nice. That's a nice Xi Jinping right there. I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg will appreciate that. That's a nice one there too. That's kind of funny. Yes. All right. So instead of dealing with two characters, we can change it up a little bit. We could say a 4D 8K realistic image of Joe Biden. We're gonna say riding a donkey in front of the Congressional Dome, wearing. He's got to have clown makeup on. I'm sorry. Makeup. And then we hit it again. And then as it's processing, ain't it funky? All right, so let's see. Nice, but not usable. Nice, but that's kind of a good one. Yep, everybody's favorite clown. Nice, kind of unusable, kind of unusable. Nice images, though. Yeah, that's kind of close to it. It's kind of close, okay? And that's probably the closest one yet, right? Now, when you get your image that's doing basically what you want, right? But you just needed to go through some corrections. Then we can bump it over. We can send it. You see right here, it says send to image. So we click it and we send it over to image. It copies the prompts. It takes the prompts, right? And so now, image to image, sampling step. We want to go with let's get 10 of these too. No, let's get 5 and 2. There we go. So we get 10 out of it, right? Just like before. And generate. All right, all right. See, it's looking better. You see? So now, in image to image, it understands basically from the prompt and from the image that you provided. So the face is still a little bit distorted, right? Now, but since we're working with one image and we're trying to get, uh, you know, basically a good rendition of this, now we can stay in image to image, right? We can stay in image to image, and we can come down to a different sampling method. The first sampling method was Euler A. Now I'm going to do it with Euler. Now, when you see the missing some detail, right? You see the image is missing some detail, or they may have some blurred splotches on the face or whatever. You can tweak that by giving it more sampling steps, right? You can see that maybe if there were more sampling steps, they may have more details. Sampling steps you would find here. Now it defaults to 20. Be careful because you will. AI is resource intensive. All right, Stable Diffusion is resource intensive. I've got a very powerful machine I've built here for editing films, and so it's got the video card and everything that it needs. But even if I go up past 40 sampling steps, I can shut this computer down easily. And since I'm also broadcasting on it, the show would just end, right? It would just go black. The screen would just go black, all right, because we're using the same computer that we're broadcasting from. So I upped the sampling steps to 30, and I moved to the sampling method LMS. I don't really like LMS because it does this funky stuff with the faces and stuff. So it's not really, to me, it's not a good sampling method. Sometimes, like I said, if you bump up the sampling steps, you can get a better rendition out of it. We're just going to go past LMS, Hune. We're going to go to DPM2A. Let's try that one. Give you those funky beats so it's not quite so boring waiting for the AI images to generate. You know what I mean? As you can see, the detail in the face is still not what I would like it to be, but that's fine. For all intents and purposes, I could bump up the sampling steps and try different sampling methods and tweak it and add things to the prompt and everything else, but I don't really want to work with Joe Biden. So now we're going to say 4D 8K realistic image of, I don't know, let's see. P. Diddy. Running from the police at a private airport. Yes, I actually sit around and do this kind of shit all day. At least on Sunday when I have the time to do it. And go. It knew who P. Diddy was. I'm impressed. Well, we could do better than this. I have to be a little bit more descriptive in the prompt because it's making him the police officer. So I would say wearing a, I don't know, velvet running suit and many gold chains. How about that? Okay. And not running from the police. I'm going to say doing yoga with Russell Simmons in Bali. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, that looks like Diddy Yoga, but you can't tell it it's him and Russell Simmons. This is actually not too bad. These first images are going to be very sketchy, and then you can bump it over to, instruct pics to pics or image to image. And then you got to keep making different generations until you get a much more accurate face. Getting good, non-distorted images out of AI it can be challenging. It can be challenging. And it also has a lot to do with the power of your computer, to be honest. But we're going to stick with this for a minute. I'm going to go all the way back to DPM plus 25 plus 2 SA. All right, starting to improve. Okay. Now, if I was to bump this image over to image, I could probably work with it until I've got a much more realistic face on Russell Simmons and P. Diddy. I could maybe change the prompt so that Russell Simmons is wearing a gi, but P. Diddy is still wearing the jogging suit and the gold chains. But it's coming along. But you guys get the picture. That's actually not too bad. It's got them looking a little bit more like them. You see? It's more artificial than it is intelligent, trust me. But that gives you something that you can start with, right? And then, like I said, you can go over to image, or you can maybe try something like Let's go down to DPM 2M Caris. Let's see what I get there. All right, now you see getting a little bit better, but you know, like I said, these are the beginning images that we bump over into image to image, and then we can polish them up, right? Your first images, you just want to get a basic understanding of the image you're trying to create, and it's interesting to see the things that AI will come up with, that Stable Diffusion will come up with, based on your prompts. Now, I just changed the prompt to 4D 8K realistic image of P. Diddy standing in a jail cell, terrified, with Suge Knight standing behind him. Now, I don't know if Suge Knight is as notable as P. Diddy, right? So I don't really know. We'll see how it makes Suge Knight look, right? Well, it's kind of starting to look a little bit like Suge Knight, but once again, when you name two different characters, you may get like a fusion between the two characters, or it may not come out exactly the way you'd like it to. It looked like Suge looking for him, right? Let's try this. If I had to pick one to bump over, I think it would be one of these. Like, you can see the face is not quite there yet, but it's got the look. That looks a little bit like him, right? So you can see when it's a person whose face and is in the public domain, then like a Joe Biden or a P. Diddy or whoever, then you can kind of get close to recreating the face. Like I said, I'll probably take this image right here and send it to image, and then just run one and see how that goes. So as you can see, I'm not going to dwell on this image too long either. But, you get different renditions. Like I said, if you bump up that actually is starting to look a little bit like him. Starting to look a little bit like him. If you bump up the sampling steps, you probably would get a better outcome, a little bit better outcome. But that's going to take a lot of computer resources, and it's going to take a lot of time for the images to generate. So we're going to go back here, and let's do something else. Let's go. Let's go with. I don't know. I kind of like this. Nah. Da, 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 da. Find something to work with that's kind of interesting, and then change it up a little bit, right? Change the words and see what comes out. You see, I'm going through a lot of these images because, like I said, I don't believe a lot of these people are very realistic about or being very realistic about the images that they create. Now, I like this, the Pixar style stuff, but that's kind of hit or miss too. You know, you can get some good images, or you can spend a lot of time trying to get good images, right? So let's copy this entire prompt, right? Transparent glass helmet, man on the moon in a futuristic modern spacesuit, leading the way, experienced face, in focus, transparent helmet, artificial intelligence, consulting, digital success, 3D data, Swiss mountains, trail to top, high quality photograph, professional and modern, clean, polished look with clean lines and bright colors, detailed textures, beige, orange color, green color, white, white, gold, brown accents, right? Okay, so we're going to try just the positive prompt here. And we're going to see what it gives us. We're going to see what our local brain here interprets for this image. All right. Kind of similar, I guess. Right. And then, once you get your images, if you want to adjust it, you want to change the race of the person or change a person to a character or a machine or a cyborg or whatever, right? You can do that, and it'll try to give you an interpretation. I like doing that. This is pretty. I'm almost wondering if it had a little confusion between Native American and India, right? Indian from India, or India from Indian, Native American Indian. Because I see feathers. I mean, I don't know. Perhaps in India, feathers are worn in traditional costume. I don't know. But these look pretty. These are some nice images. I like that one. That's really nice. Yeah, I like that a lot. As a matter of fact, I would like to see her wink on Picverse. There's software that we can use to give motion to the images. That's a pretty one too. That is awesome. That is really awesome. Make it a little more interesting. I like to spice up the prompts and make it a little bit more interesting. These images are pretty. You can see the leg was cut off here, like it went into the table. And the body's not really, kind of funky at the bottom. This has potential, but you can see the hands have been removed or maybe hidden behind something. This actually has potential. I like this one. Nice. That's beautiful. And it didn't do too bad of a job on the hands, which is surprising for AI. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. All right, so let's go back to Lexica. That's nice. I mean, it wasn't the same. I mean, that is a very pretty image, very pretty face. And I imagine it took a lot of generations to hit that one. Okay, it'll take a lot of generations to do that. Feel free to mention if you'd like me to use any of the images that I'm looking at, because, hey, you know. I like the architecture images, like the rooms, and I like the car images as well. That's pretty. That's pretty. The more you use AI, the more you realize its limitations, and I think that's pretty important. Now that looks very interesting. Let's copy the prompt of this, because I like this highly detailed robotic stuff. I really do. And let's see how my AI will interpret it. But first, I'm going to bump this one over to image and run about 20. these little distortions that you find like on the face, you have to put that, you have to put it into the negative prompts, right? When you see that your particular local installation of Stable Diffusion tends to have certain problems that repeat over and over again, you have to basically add it to the negative prompt. Don't do that. Like, don't distort the nose, for example, in here. Don't distort, But these are all very nice images. These are beautiful images. And then you could take the best of what you have and then bump it over to the left, right? To image, and keep working with that. All right, so let's try one more. Let's go to Lex. Oh, yeah. Copy the prompt. Okay. Come here. Control V. And let's see what we get. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, it looks nice. I like the images. I like all of the images. Don't really know if there's anything useful that I can use, but hey, it's pretty nevertheless. I should have specified make it a face, right? Humanoid, but I don't really want to go there. Now, what is this? All right, let's try this. Hey. All right, let's just go back and make some stuff up. I'd rather use my own. This is, well, actually, I'll let you see what it is when I generate it. All right. It was supposed to be super detailed image of Superman floating in a yoga pose over Manhattan, smoking a joint. Hyper realistic photorealism ArtStation, trending on ArtStation, highly detailed and super realistic. I'm impressed. This one. This is the one. That's nice. We can work with that one. This is okay. The pants look weird. Purple abs. Okay. That's also a good one. For starters, right? But this one has the pose that I was hoping he would be in, or something similar. So I send that over to image, right? And I hit it. There you go. We'll play that one. All right, so now you see how we can work this, right? Right now, they do understand that he's smoking, But I said smoking a joint, and I don't think it really caught me. So I had to repeat it with smoking a marijuana cigarette. And we'll see if it'll actually put the joint in his hand. I think we got something here. This is actually not bad. There you go. There you go. Right? Now he's got the joint in his hand. All right. No and no. So this one, now we bump this one over to the left, right? And we step down to a more sophisticated sampling method, and we hit it again. All right, guys, introducing my son Kai Kai.
Yep.
Visit him on youtube.com/Kai Lockett.
Yep.
So these images are coming out a little bit nicer.
Yep.
Doesn't quite look like a joint, but you know.
Yeah.
Look, they confuse the arms and legs. AI is kind of stupid. Like I said, it's more artificial than it is intelligent. Look, the legs are locked as hands.
Crazy.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to go through a lot of crap before you get what you want, before you get something that's useful,
Yeah.
right? Before you get anything that looks good.
Well, we got it.
I love you more, man.
Thanks, sir.
Get some dinner. Love cooking for my boy. I love cooking for my children, period. What? Where you going, man? I love you too, man. Where you going?
Oh, mom's house?
Oh, I didn't know you were going.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I thought you would say you were getting some dinner.
Oh, well, I was getting some dinner too.
Okay. Have a great day, man. Go to bed early. Do good at school tomorrow. All right. So, Facebook jumped off the train, but we're still on YouTube, so screw Zuckerberg. Yeah, bring some chicken home, man.
Yep.
Nice, very nice. That's actually cool to start with. That's not good. That's not bad either. That's a very good image to start with, too. So evidently, Facebook got offended. Push it to the limit is what I always say. So here we are. Chow. We'll try to find some more images. Okay, now let's see if we can find Pixverse. Now, this is my Pixverse account. Pixverse is a way to is a program that allows you to add a little bit of animation to your AI. So as you can see, I've created AI videos. You can see she's kind of winking there or whatever. So now, what am I going to do? I'm going to start with an image, and I'm going to upload the file. We're going to go with the text to images of today, the latest ones. This is what I did today, what you saw me do today. And we're gonna find one of these really pretty ladies and make her wink, right? Like, we'll start with this one. Okay. Winks and smiles seductively. All right. Create. Oh, okay. So I can't put seductively. How about winks and smiles? Can she just wink and smile? You guys are getting so puritanical, right? The internet is trying to get so puritanical. That's why I didn't upgrade to the latest version of Stable Diffusion, because they put in all of this censorship. They still don't let you do what you want to do. They still won't let you create the images you want to create. The system is now operating at full capacity while my image is generated. So maybe I have to do something like now. As you can see, she didn't quite wink, right? So I'm going to say winks one eye and smiles. And I'm going to give it a different seed. And I'm going to give it a little stronger strength of motion. Like that. You got to be very careful with that strength of motion. Okay? And then create. Well, as you can see, it still doesn't make the eye wink like I wanted it to, but it gives a little bit of motion, you know. Gives a little bit of motion, right? I think I like the first one better. Yeah, I like this one. So that's how you do it, right? That's how you can get an image that you can use, and then you move the image over, and you turn it into a Pixverse illustration. There's a lot of creative things that you can do, and I've been online for about 2 hours now, or an hour and a half. So I think it's time to cut this one short. Thank you guys for joining me. I still have a hoarse voice, a frog in my voice, so I apologize. And but I don't apologize to Facebook. So let's get back to the real deal. All right, so once again, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Just having a little fun with artificial intelligence. If there are any images that you would like me to explore, just go ahead on and mention it in the comments. Remember to hit the like button, share, all of that, comment, and hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And stay kind, because kind is the new sexy. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Thank you for joining. Peace.
Gold label quality Biomed RX CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate free, gluten free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Biomedric's Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.